Welcome to the OAPN podcast with your host, Adarsh Sakare. No bullshit, no cuts. 100% raw conversations with 0% fucks to give. We don't encourage the consumption of alcohol, but if you want to open up a cold one while you watch this, it's not a bad idea.
So, welcome back to everyone. Welcome to episode number 138 of the OAPN podcast. It's been a while since we did this. It's been so long that we just started recording the episode and I absolutely forgot hitting the record button on the audio. That's how long it's been since we, recorded an episode. But before we start, I think to everyone who sent us your best wishes over the last 6 to 7 months, thank you for that. Thanks to everyone who were constantly checking in with us as to when we are getting back on flow. I think we did like an episode or two in the middle, but again, things didn't go right. But we are here. We are starting with the right energy, with the right set of people. A lot has changed. A lot hasn't changed. I think it's always like that. So yeah, we were on a pause. We're good to hit play today. We have a very special guest in the studio as always. Before I speak a little more about him, let's welcome Mayavi, aka Sathwik Gupta.
Hello, what's up? How are you, Adarsh?
Good, bro. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
Like I said, this was long time coming.
Yes.
This had to happen.
A very long time ago.
Yeah. But then Sathwik, of course, decided not to come for a fairly long time.
Yeah.
Because he had a very big show planned.
I was a big deal.
He was
No, guys, we're just playing around. There's a story behind what I said right now.
we had to.
Which they'll never see. But for the first time, a magician is going to reveal the secrets. Okay?
But yeah, he had like this really big show going on, which he says, of course, wasn't up to his expectations. But I think that's like an artist's problem. We put in everything, and then we are just not satisfied with where things are. But quick word. I mean, I've been watching Sathwik for a while, and I mean, if you are in Karnataka, there's literally very less chance that you've missed watching him on some video or the other. And he's amazed a lot of people with what he can bring to the table, with the amount of magic, with the amount of tricks, with the amount of mental reading that he can do. And I also feel like he's one of those artists in this space from our state pioneering the art form, right? Because I think we have had legends in this, but not any time recently. Like growing up, we of course had like magicians that we knew of, but I think in the last decade or so, nobody that really you hang on to or you remember a name. Of course, there are more folks in the industry, say up north from Mumbai, and in the US, of course, we grew up watching David Blaine and so forth, right? But yeah, here's Sathwik saying, listen, man, I'm from this great state of Karnataka. I want to make Karnataka proud. I feel like I want to use this art form to talk about our culture a lot more. And that seems the kind of mission he's on. And that's the reason we are proud of having him here and talking to him about it. So if you're interested in knowing more, jump in. Even if you're not, stay here. You'll like it in some time. Yeah. So yeah, we hope. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I felt about you. I feel like it's not easy as well. You're kind of leading this single-handedly.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, you don't have like an industry waiting for you.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's a industry which is not really there at this point of time because Indian style of magic or Indian magic, who do you connect it to? You might just connect it to PC Sarkar, right? Man, the PC Sarkar you guys are talking about, it's been 50-60 years he's performed. That's when the era of Indian magic went across the world.
Did his son get into it as well?
PC Sarkar Jr. got into it.
Yeah, I think
he
that's
killed
who I
it.
watched.
Yeah, I think you watched him in Town Hall or somewhere.
Town Hall, yeah.
Yes, that's where I, was inspired to become a magician when I
Really?
was 7 years old.
Wow.
So my granddad had taken me to PC Sarkar Jr. show. And I was like, whoa, what is this even? I didn't want to know the secret. That's not what got me. No. There is secret. Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. To everything.
100%.
Okay.
So the first time I saw magic in town hall when PC Sarkar Junior performed, usually people want to know how it's done. I didn't want to learn it to know how it's done. I wanted to learn it so that I could give somebody the experience of what I was feeling when I was seeing the show.
Oh, wow.
Right? That was the magic thing, right? It's usually tricks, but the way they perform, the way they, control the crowd, the way they have them under their spell, right? Again, it's not about controlling your mind or anything. It's just entertaining you, right? And I just didn't see a kid enjoying it. I saw a kid and my granddad enjoying it as well.
Okay.
So everybody were connected. So it was an art form which intrigued me in a different way. Not just, I want to fool people. No, that was never my thing. So I saw that, then I was like, yo, I think Indian magic has that power because Indians or India has a lot of stories. And what's better to take that stories outside through an art form as magic, right? Because you might have seen dancers do performances, you might see theater people do shows, and it all has a story of Indian heritage or culture or history. But magic has always been in birthday parties,
Yeah.
for kids, even sometimes, when I started performing magic in shows. I remember my first show in 2017, I guess. I was performing in Shangri-La. The first time I was like, yo, I've learned a lot of tricks. I'm gonna show everybody, I'm gonna make everybody happy. I go to the first group of people. So it's a brunch.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a walk around.
It's a walk around thing. So I go to them, I'm like, hey, you guys wanna see some magic? He was like, yes, wait a minute, let me call my kids. I was like, no, I'm here to entertain you all. I don't perform for the kids. That's when I realized, oh, magic has always been for kids. How do I, at least change that perspective that it's for everybody? And that's when I started getting into magic, performing more shows. And then at one point of time, I got this idea called the Maya Jatre, where I can take our stories, our culture and heritage to the world through magic.
Okay.
So started off with one show. And now I've taken a little pause because I'm reworking on things. Okay. As I told you, I was not satisfied with that show. I don't know when it's going to come off again. Maybe in another 8 months or maybe 1 year or 2 years. I have no clue. But when it comes, it comes. I'm not going to reveal a lot about that show. 1,800 people have seen it. And I've requested everybody to be quiet about it. Nobody's going to talk about it because I want everybody to experience it firsthand. Yeah. Because there's almost 40 to 50 artists on that stage.
That day when you did the show?
Yeah, there are 40 to 50 artists from across Karnataka I've chosen.
Who are all like...
Not magicians. I am the only magician. Different art forms of Karnataka, different dance art forms, different stories. So we call Janapada, right?
Yeah.
Folklore.
Yeah.
So Janapada artists are part of the show.
Wow.
So I would always want people to experience it firsthand more than hear about the show. So I've been very silent about it. People have been asking, where are the videos of the show? I haven't posted them yet. It's been 6-7 months, but I don't know if I'll post it, but let's see.
Sure, man. I mean, we have our ways of doing these things.
Yeah.
Where did things go down? Like we said, Junior PC Sarkar did like a great job.
Yes.
Why wasn't there anyone to kind of keep at it and build this market? Because there is a market.
There is a market, but it requires a lot of effort as a magician. See, if you're a dancer, you go by yourself, you dance, you can come with a group. If you're a singer, you can go sing, you can just take your instrument. But magic relies on a lot of other people, like a lot of production. If you're doing stage shows, see, magic has always been there in the market for private birthdays, corporates and all that stuff. But in the commercial part of it, where you buy tickets and go watch a show, to put up a show like that, it is very difficult. Okay, because there's been a gap of no magicians taking up a theater show.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of effort. And people are, very comfortable with what they're doing already. Luckily, I had, good support from friends and family that they were like, you know what, whatever you want to do it. We are there to support you. So that's how I could take it. Because magic has never always been my full time. So I used to be a journalist. I used to work in a radio station as a radio producer.
What about now?
Morning. Now I'm part of my family business also.
Oh,
So
okay.
I run my family business with my dad.
Okay.
So I used to be part of a agency, social media agency. I've done a lot of things.
Okay.
Magic being always there.
Yeah.
Right? That's always been there. But there was one time I took up magic full time because I was working at a job. So I had like a German television company production house reach out to me for a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about a macho magician dreaming about to become a professional magician.
Oh.
So it's on Geo Cinemas. It's called
What's there?
The choices. I forgot.
That's
So
fine.
yes, there is a docu. Please cut that, guys. They put in a lot of effort in me.
No chance I'm cutting it. No, I'm kidding. We'll cut
Yeah.
it.
So I got a call from a production house from Germany, and they're like, "Hey, we are shooting a documentary on artists and all that stuff. Who be doing it from a while, but hasn't taken that full time because of certain fears or whatever it is. We wanna show them the bigger picture." So I got into the documentary. It was pretty cool. It was on Geo Cinemas, and then I was still working. So I had a corporate 9 to 5 job. I was working in a real estate company as their PR and a social media guy. So I'm sitting, I'm like, documentary is done. I'm like, what am I doing here in front of a laptop? So I applied for a job in USA as a magician. In a couple of days, I got in. They're like, okay, come to USA. Before that, there are certain. So I got into a cruise ship.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it would travel across the world. I would perform.
Then
Every
why
day.
did you take it up?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Bro, like,
I'll tell you.
why the fuck are you sitting here, bro?
Exactly. This is the question everybody asks me until they know what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Right? I got in. So I went to Chennai. I had to do like a certification. I had to do medical. I had to learn
Audio.
basic medical, firefighting
To be on the cruise ship.
to be on the cruise ship. Because on a cruise ship, yes, I'm a magician, but at the same time, I'm a crew member, right?
So you need to know your.
I need to know basic stuff of everything.
Yeah.
I got in, I finished all my certification. I was supposed to get my visa dates. Around that time, my documentary got released. It got released and it went around. And then I got invited to a police station. So, to a Malleshwaram police station. They got to know I'm a Malleshwaram boy. Okay, they
You got invited, okay, like.
yeah, I got invited.
Actually invited.
Yeah, I actually got invited.
Usually people don't get invited, like
They don't get invited.
Get taken.
They get taken, exactly. I gave them a reason to, take me inside, but I'll tell you that. Okay? Yeah. So I got invited. They're like, hey, we saw your trailer of the documentary, really good. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಐಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಮಲ್ಲೇಶ್ವರಂ ಅವರೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ನೀವು ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟೆಡ್ ಐ ವೆನ್ ದರ್ ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕಾಪ್ಸ್ I'm like, for sure. I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So I started performing, and my guy comes to me, a friend of mine who's shooting the video. He comes to me, he's like, Macha, a police do, watch it, Widow. I'm like, nice idea. So I pickpocketed a cop.
I've seen this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I pickpocketed a cop in the station, in between 30 policemen. And he's in between, I'm surrounded by policemen, I've pickpocketed his watch. And this video went viral.
Yeah.
I think it's got more than 20 million views.
Oh, that's
I have no clue. It just keeps going. That's when I started getting messages from across Karnataka. They're like,
Come and perform.
no, they're like, ನಿಮ್ ಥರ ಒಬ್ರು ಮೆಜಿಷಿಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದ್ದಾರ, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಈ ಥರ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರ, ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Amazing.
ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೀ AGTಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮವರೇ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. Then that started coming, and then I was like, yo, why am I going to do modern magic, go to another country and perform it to them? I should do something. Let me get better here. Let me do something. That's when I took a very strong decision saying, no, I'm not going to go to USA. I'm going to bring magic to my own state,
Beautiful.
to my own country. I will show what is possible if we given some dedication and effort towards it. I'm going to wait here. Let me go to another country, but while taking our stories together. Okay, that was my thought which started. Then I stayed back. Of course, the way you asked me, why the fuck didn't you go? I started getting that from my family, my friends, everybody. Because, of course, it's a very dumb decision, right?
Yeah, I mean,
According to them. Because they didn't understand what I was trying. Because it was not easy to explain as well.
I mean, that's the thing with art. No, by the time you understand it itself, it
Yeah,
takes time.
exactly.
When you'll explain it, when they'll understand it, you'd rather not.
I'd rather not. Exactly. Then I was like, you know what? One day you'll understand.
Right.
That's when I started performing here, regularly. I started doing a lot of shows and all that stuff. I was bringing modern magic to Karnataka stages everywhere. I'm going around performing. And that's when I'd been to a concert. So I was still doing modern magic now. I'm like, okay, let me show modern magic in Karnataka now. Let people know that, like magic like this exists in, people performing here. I was still doing that, and then I went to a show. It was Praveen Godkindi and Vijay Prakash's show.
Okay.
So Vijay Prakash is a singer and
Yeah,
Praveen the flautist. So I went to their show. So it was based on Krishna Janmashtami or something around that time. So it was organized by ISKCON.
Okay.
So I'd gone to that evening of music. And I sit there and they started playing music and the concert started. I was connected to that music for some reason. I had tears in my eyes. I'm like, why? What made me connect to the concert so much? And then I come back home, I sat on it, I'm like, you know what connected to me? The stories they told through music. The emotions I could feel through the music. That is what connected to me. That's when I started thinking, I am performing magic. But is the audience really connecting to it? See, it's like a comedian makes a joke, they laugh.
But are you really?
But am I really being relatable
Yeah,
to them?
yeah.
Am I really getting connected to them? Then I started like, this is so powerful, and I want that kind of emotion in my shows. I want to give it out to people because I want people to not just enjoy the show and leave, but I want them to learn something and leave.
Sure.
There's education and entertainment. So if you add both of it,
Yeah.
so I'm like, if there's a way, because art is the way. If you see,
Yeah.
because art is not forceful, you enjoy it, and you subconsciously learn a lot of things through it.
Sure.
Right. So that's when I was like, let me sit on it. Let me figure out how I can bring that out. And that's when Maya Jatre came out, the show.
Sure.
Because Jatre is something which I enjoy. So I'm from Malaysiaram, and Malaysiaram there's hell lot of Jatres. It's the part of Bangalore with almost a lot of temples in such a small area.
Yeah.
Right? So there's 18 crosses and 2 main roads. So my house was literally 9th cross in between the 2 main roads. So I was in center part of Malaysiaram, right opposite to a temple.
Like even geometrically, you were.
Geometrically, I was literally in between. And I was at the core of Malaysiaram. I was like, if there's a Jatra happening, morning to night, 3 days, I'm there. I'm like, I enjoy that.
Okay.
I want to bring that out to people who would learn about it. And that's when Maya Jatra started. And
Yeah. No, I like it. I think, like you said, right? I feel, see, we all look at art very differently, right? And the reason why we look at it differently is because we connect with it very differently. It means something to you, may not mean the same to us, but as an artist, it's your responsibility to communicate
yes,
that meaning to everyone, right?
Yes.
So that people get it. But I mean, don't you think it's a pretty chaotic journey to do this? It's not like a one-man job.
it is not.
Yeah,
Because I had
yeah.
80 people work backstage for the show.
Which was a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes, somebody needs to take that step.
Yeah.
And sometimes it calls for you.
Yeah.
And maybe this is my calling. And maybe not. Maybe this is just a journey for something else.
Yeah.
You never know. But if it calls for you, I pick up the call.
You can't say no.
You can't say no to it. So whatever you do, you wouldn't be happy,
Sure.
right? If you're not, for example, I'm thirsty. I know there is tender coconut juice right here. I just can't be like, just keep looking at it, right? I gotta take it.
You gotta taste it.
Maybe after I drink this, I realize it's not tender coconut here, it's just something else. Then I want something else. Maybe that is what I wanted, but it just took me through this.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. I'm glad you have an open mind.
yeah.
You said you were also a journalist, and you have this dad's business thing going on and all of that, and we do different things for different reasons. But uh, does magic call for you the loudest amongst all of these other things?
So, my dad's business and magic at the same time.
Okay.
Because my dad's business, he's been running that from 25 years. So, I'm 26.
Okay.
So, that particular business, I've been seeing it as I grow up. Right, and how much passion my parents and my family has towards it. So it's basically that's also art related.
Oh, is it?
So we have a handicraft store, Indian
Very
handicrafts.
nice.
So we have products from 13 different
What's it
states.
called?
It's called Varna.
Okay.
So the house I was in, the old house, now that has become a store in Malleshwaram.
Wow.
So the 50-year-old house is now a store in Malleshwaram called Varna Handicrafts. So he's been running that, and as passionate I am towards performing arts, I am also passionate towards handicrafts, right? So it goes hand in hand. But yeah, of course, magic being my own thing, it does call the loudest, but it needs a little bit of me thinking over it a little bit.
Sure. When you think about chasing this art form, whenever you've thought of chasing this art form, has there been a time where you felt, okay, maybe not?
Of course, every 2 months, every 2
And the
weeks,
reason?
every day, you never know when it feels. Because see, art as a to make money, it's a little difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't get a show every day. Maybe there will be a month where you make 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. But there will be a month where you're making just 20,000. Okay. In this world, you need money, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And at least for me, I need money. Because in art, my taste is too expensive. Right? If I do something, it is like, I've got to do it that way. And it takes a lot of money. So I need to be stable.
Yeah.
So magic will always be my passion. And maybe that passion will take me across the world too, one day.
Yeah.
But that will never be my primary thing.
Sure.
It's going to go hand in hand with
With
my dad's, my family thing and this as well.
and that's clear in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about spending money on art. Yeah. Because I feel
If I'm broke, it's because I'm spending money on art. Yeah.
it's a very bittersweet thing. Every time you spend money on art, you feel great, but at the same time it kills you. That, oh my god, here goes another bill that I really worked hard to earn, but then the art costs.
Yes.
And I have spent a lot of time thinking about it. I don't think you have a choice.
You have no choice.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think you have a choice.
when you're spending, you have no second thought. It's only after you spend. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to make more money. It's okay. But spending money on art, yes, see, magic is pretty expensive. Okay, because you see just the performance, but behind that, there's a lot of things. I'll be very clear. Anything I do, I don't possess black magic powers, no supernatural powers. Whatever we do is tricks. Whatever we do is psychology. A lot of what we do is performances. Right? We perform. We just give you a feeling of how real magic would just look like and feel like. That's all. It's not real. Right? To make it look like real, there's a lot of effort which goes in.
Effort.
Whether it is time, and at the same time it's money, because I got to learn, keep updating every day with the industry, right? And there's a lot of things coming up. and I keep investing on things. For example, I'll give you an idea. A lot of people won't know this. A lot of magicians might kick me if I reveal this, but see, the way a music producer buys certain beats or tracks and all that stuff, as magicians, we buy tricks as well.
Yeah, which is expensive.
It's too expensive.
What would the cost be of a very good trick?
It's top. It can go up to 10 lakhs, it can go up to 15 lakhs, it can go up to 20 lakhs. And when it comes to stage illusions and all that stuff, it goes up to 2 crores as well. It's insanely expensive. Even
What about like
street
basic,
magic?
like on the table?
On the table. Sometimes I've spent.
Like what would, like there's a trick of yours where you continue to pull out tissue paper from your mouth.
Yeah.
What do you think that would cost?
Okay, that would be not that costly. That
Like,
would be around $150 or something.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
That
would be around 150
that's
rupees
a fucking
for.
pretty good trick, bro.
Yeah.
Like he just
I just tissue papers and it just keeps coming out.
He puts the tissue paper in the mouth of this kid, and he says, "Okay, you try to pull it out, and this much comes out." And then he takes the same tissue paper, puts it in his mouth.
Not the same, another piece of paper, not the one which is
Okay.
in his mouth. It's just unsanitary for me to do that.
Different one. Fucking continuously, bro. He pulls it. So that's a purchase trick.
Yeah, it's a purchase trick because every time I go,
Who's making these? Like who made that?
there are inventors, there are producers, there are
So they also
manufacturers.
teach you how to do the trick.
These are tricks which you already have learned from a long time.
Okay,
So
okay.
they just produce it and they, for
But
example,
like, let's
if there's
say
a new
like
iPhone,
really crazy trick which costs you a lakh.
yeah, they will teach us.
There's
There
like a
is a
manual.
tutorial, there's a manual. See, when you open a new gadget, there's a book, how to use this. So yeah, there is a book, there is a DVD where there's live teaching. And if I want to, if I have more doubts or questions, I can email that person who's invented that trick.
And they'll tell you.
They'll guide us through if necessary, through email or a video call session, or it depends. So there are tricks I have come up with. There are tricks people have come up with. So we sell it, they sell it.
So what makes you stand out is not just the trick, but it's the showmanship.
That's the only thing which will.
Yeah.
So see, for example, there's a coin. Okay, I vanish it in front of your eyes. Wow, it's vanished. But now you add a little script to it. You add a little story to it. You can be like, this was a coin I found in this. I don't remember. I think it was given by this one particular person when I was in Goa. He said he carries this lucky coin wherever he goes. But sometimes it doesn't work. It just works in some people's hand. And how you get to know is when you rub it pretty hard, it becomes very small and you can store it wherever you want to. So I rub, it becomes so small that you can't even see it. So
And you make it
you
disappear.
just make it disappear. So adding something to it, adding a story to it, adding a performance to it, it makes it better.
Sure.
And it'll make you stand out from any other people.
Sure. And you said your family has been supportive, which I'm guessing they never had an issue with you.
They're still okay if I take magic full time.
Oh, that's
They're
very
okay
sweet.
with. They're like, if that's your thing, go for it. We are there. So I was like, usually that's difficult from parents when it comes to art, in India at least, right? But yeah, luckily I have really good supportive family.
I remember maybe watching your content like even 2-3 years ago, if I'm not wrong.
I think I stopped posting content. So 2023, 2024 starting is when I was doing content. Then I left it. Then I was focusing on my main performances.
Your main performance.
Yeah, main shows.
I do feel like you've grown in confidence as well. Like from just like your personality, how you speak, the clarity of thought in your videos. What do you think has changed?
I think it's the ups and downs of my magic career or whatever it is.
Okay.
It can be, times where what I expected never happened.
Like
Again,
give me one
like
thing
certain
that you
situations.
really wanted, but
Yes, I wanted Maya Jatre to, by now it should be going to other states, is what I wanted. But it didn't happen. It didn't go as much.
lot of logistics.
Lot of logistics, yes. I'll figure that out. I'm not going to worry about all of that. But when it comes to the whole show, I felt like it could have been far more better. So I thought I could give it more time. So that's why I am giving time. It didn't go as well as I expected. So the way I imagined it to be, it didn't. So again, that's that has happened in my older shows as well. It's not just Maya Jatre. When I was doing my regular shows, so did a show. So my first ticketed show was in 2017.
Okay.
So I did a commercial show. No, I think this was 2016. My first ticketed show.
Okay.
So it was with 4 magicians.
Almost a decade ago.
Yeah, it was with 4 other magicians. So I did some magic. It came out really well. Then I performed another couple of shows. So right now I'm going to just talk about the timeline of my commercial shows, public shows. Private shows keep happening. You go to brunches, you go to corporate shows, private parties and all that stuff. But where you learn is during public shows. When you put up a show for the real public out there. See, in regular shows, they're like, okay, I'm going to pay you this much. You come, you perform for 40 minutes on stage, or you perform for 2 hours on close-up. There are people there.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to get people into your own show.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? You can literally be like, I perform for 3,000 people today. And it might be a corporate show.
Yeah.
I'm not telling that's bad.
Get those 3,000 people.
No, again, that's not negative at all.
Yeah.
To get a show with 3,000 corporate people, it's difficult and it is huge. Right? But at the same time, to get 3,000 people to your own show, that is unimaginable for a regular guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I started small. I started small with a capacity of 100 people. I've also done shows for 20 people. I've done shows where there's nobody who came to my show except my camera crew or except my friends who were there to help me out. But I still did the show.
Yeah.
I still did the show. 1 or 2 people, we still did the show. So the thing is, you need to expect less.
Yeah.
Never keep expectations when it comes to art. You never know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. You never know. You just got to do it. That is what I understood. You just got to do it. Because there will be scenarios where you will feel overwhelmed with the response. But there will be scenarios where you're really overwhelmed in the negative way. Like, I expected, I've become good. I've put time to my show. I've practiced. I've spoken about it. But still people didn't turn out. See, in the end, one thing I disagree with a lot of artists, me myself being an artist, is a lot of people say art is for myself. I do art for myself. I play music for myself. I do magic for myself. I dance for myself. But if you really love art, you want art to grow.
Yeah.
And when will art grow? When normal people see it. Right? When it gets into the mass. If I'm sitting in my room, I'm sure I'm doing magic for myself and I'm doing really good magic. But is it going out there? Is it growing the art form in general? So magic is always for the people. Art is always for the people. Only when they enjoy it and when they applaud is when it has some value to it.
Yeah.
Right. So bringing out to public is very difficult. You need to plan the logistics of the show, marketing of the show, and the show itself, the theater show, the idea, the script, the tricks. You have to build everything from scratch.
Yeah.
And that is a very difficult thing. Because when it comes to corporate shows, regular shows, you're in a comfort zone. Okay, I'm going to do this 10 tricks. I'm going to go there. I'm going to perform. I'm going to come back. Done. But in a theater show, if they're paying you money as they come in, they're going to pay you 500 rupees for that ticket.
Yeah.
Or they're going to pay you 1,000 rupees for that ticket. But you need to make sure you give them 2,000 rupees back. Otherwise, they're not going to come again. And another thing is, if you're doing a show, you need to make sure it's good, because you're not just representing yourself, you're representing the community of that art form or magic in general, because that's the only thing available in public. These are public ticketed shows. So if you don't do good magic, if you don't give them a good time, even if another magician puts out a show another day, they're not going to go to that show. They're like, I saw a magic show, it wasn't good, I'm not going to go to another show. So that expectations that things will be on you as a community too. That is what happened with Maya Jatra as well. magicians didn't connect to it a lot. I had few people talk really bad about the show. I'm like, dude, you didn't really see what I was trying to do. Any successful person you have seen, or a successful magician you have seen, he's done one show for 100 times for that to come to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
This was the first one.
this is my first one. And lay people enjoyed it. Lay people in the sense non-magic folks,
Of course.
audience, they enjoyed it. I'm like, they were connected to it, but I was still very sad, like so sad that 2 months I was lost. I'm like, how did these magicians talk like this about me? I'm like, did they even see the effort I've put into a show like this? Them being magicians themselves, that hurt, because even if normal people didn't understand, at least your art folks need to understand, right? At least the ones in the same industry will understand. Dude, he's tried to do something. Let's applaud. I don't want applause. Constructive criticism, I want. Give me constructive criticism. But there was criticism without any constructive stuff. I'm like, dude, you haven't done a show. You've not put a show. At least I've put in effort to do something like that. What are you even talking about? That took me into a different way.
What's the worst thing you heard about the show?
What was the show even? It was very bad. I had that. There was one message which was ChatGPT, of course. I know that they can't write it like that. You get to know that it's ChatGPT. It was almost one page of a WhatsApp message. I'm reading. I was like, did I do such a bad job?
Do you have it with you?
Yeah, I have screenshots. I've put it on my favorites. I'm not even kidding, because that's going to come out one day. Or at least not come out in that way. I'm not going to post that thing anywhere. It's just that it's going to be pushing me to, come back.
Yeah, what did it
with
say?
that show. I don't want to get to that.
No,
really.
like not details, but paraphrase it for us.
Yeah, it was basically like the representation was really bad. And I could have done it better. Where he's never done a show.
Yeah.
I don't know who sent that message. It was forwarded. I was like,
It's come to you.
It's come to me in WhatsApp groups. I'm like, when I was doing, nobody came to me that I'm going to support you, I'm going to help you, you want me to be part of it. But after that, everybody became givers.
Of feedback.
I'm like, when we were there, when we were asking for mentorship, when we were, really
Nobody
there,
gave a fuck.
nobody cared. But after we do something which they never really imagined that it is possible, then they're giving free feedback. I'm like, but I did take it. The ones which are useful, I've kept it. That, okay, I need to understand this, I need to learn. But that one message made no sense at all. So it was from hate.
Sure.
It was, they were worried. How did this young guy put up a show like this? He's gonna go somewhere. It was about envy. It was hate and envy. That message was hate and envy. And for 2 months, whatever you can say, even my friends, my family, people who watch this, normal people who bought the ticket, they enjoyed it. But that one message hit me. 2 months, I think I was mentally, I was done. I was too low. But it took me a while to come out of it.
Yeah.
I think I've come out of it. But you never know, because that's always still there.
Yeah.
And maybe that is what is pushing me to do a lot more. I'm like, Kairappa barta idin vapas. That's all.
So I think that's the theme of today.
Yeah.
The comeback.
Come back. Again, if you see, I'm not on social media. I'm not doing anything right now.
Not much. Not like before.
Not like before. I used to post regularly.
Yeah.
But now I'm not, because I've taken up another project right now, which is it's called Project 50K.
Okay.
It's not 50K followers.
I'm glad.
Yes.
You're not far anyway.
Yeah. It's not 50K followers, but it is 50K real life hearts. Okay. So basically, I perform for free in government school, orphanages, old age homes, cancer hospitals.
I want to talk about that.
So I'm in this 1 year, I'm trying to reach 50,000 individuals, perform for them live. Individuals in not the sense one by one, groups of
groups
government
of-
schools and orphanages. I'm trying to reach out to everybody
I want to
and
be able to
perform for them.
meet 50,000
Yes,
people.
I'm like, let's create real magic, because that's where they really feel it. That's where they're missing magic, right? So I'm like, let me try and add magic as Mayavi. Yeah.
I love it. We'll talk about this, but I feel like I want to go a little deeper into what you just said, because I feel that's so crucial to this whole conversation, right? So, did you lose money on this whole thing?
If I would have done another 2 or 3 shows, I would
You would
have
have
made
made
back. But for the first show, it was a good,
Definitely
yeah,
a dent.
not a huge dent.
Okay.
But if I would have done that show another 2 times in the next 2-3 weeks, I would have made it back. That's not a
Okay.
problem. Financially, I had planned it a little bit.
Okay.
Of course, we had to take a loan.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it'll take when there are certain things it will go down. But yeah, if I would have worked on it well right then, but I know that's gonna come back one day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I definitely resonated with that. I think me and Aditya can both vouch for that. So we did a show when we hit 100 episodes, and we called it the OAPN Red Carpet.
Okay.
So for me, like, the thought was always, every podcast like interviews these great people, but doesn't put up like a event for them to meet each other. So we said, okay, when we hit 100 episodes, let's create like a mega event for everyone to come and network and meet each other, because like a lot of talent in one hall, right? And we had interviewed people from all fields by then. So we had like a mega 100th episode, set up this entire event, money going from our pockets itself, and stage setup, lights, production.
I understand.
You can know how, like, the smallest thing, like the DJ said, hey, I need this console and that. I'm like, okay, sure. And then I look it up, it's fucking 15K. I'm like, bro, you're playing for like 2 hours. I hope he doesn't listen to this, but I still got you that console. So I got him that console, whatever, right? And then I remember, and a bunch of creators, actors, everyone were invited. I think 60% of the crowd turned up. Yeah, 40% didn't even like.
I understand.
Yeah, no, I'm like, bro, we are spending this. We're doing this for you guys to come and meet each other. And first of all, I don't get like a response from 40% of the people. And amidst the event, and thankfully the event, I mean, it didn't tank. It was still like a great fucking experience for the people who came there. Amazing, right? We really enjoyed it. But I remember, like, middle of the show, one of these creators calling me and saying, hey, Adarsh, send me that poster. No, is that actually happening? I'm like, bro, I've sent you a poster.
Yeah,
which
with
has
details on it.
There's date, there's time.
There's location too.
You just gotta turn up.
Yeah.
That's it. And then, okay, I'm coming. Is that fine if I come now? I'm like, yeah, bro, like, come. So I think I can definitely resonate with that. And maybe it's because people don't get it yet here, bro. Like, when you think of art, no, I feel not a lot of people have that much amount of a time or emotion to give a fuck. This is the reality, okay? I've accepted this.
Yeah.
I used to be pissed off that why isn't this group of people feeling the same that I'm feeling?
Yeah.
Why aren't they as passionate as I am?
Yeah.
But the reality is, listen, man, we come from this country where our grandparents like struggled to survive. Our parents kind of made it, and then there's our generation which is saying, oh, art. We finally have a opportunity at art.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, let's accept what it is. Let's continue doing what we need to do, right? And I think what that does, like you said, right, that constructive feedback. I think if we have the ability as artists to look at what constructive feedback is coming in, really goes a long way, bro.
100%. Maybe not change the scenario right the next day or the next week or next month, but it does have a lot of weight to it.
Yeah.
And you got to take it very positively.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, even Gubbi, for example, he's been doing Kannada rap since what, a decade?
Yeah. I think more than that, right? More than that.
More than a decade. And I think Kannada rap has really kicked off in the last 2-3 years. And for a person who spent more than a decade in that space, he'll tell you the struggle is still fucking as good as
Yes.
day one.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So I think, in fact, this was something we were speaking even before you came in, that reality is, if you love it, you love it, man.
Yeah.
Then you can do it.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, you'll automatically fall out.
100%. If you don't, yeah, exactly. When you don't love what you do, everything feels like pressure.
Yeah.
So only if you love whatever you do, you just do it. I mean, there's no second thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, even if I had like a big financial debt after the show or any shows I do, I would still do it again. How many more times it's gonna take? Because I just want to do it. Sometimes you don't even have a reason. Everybody around there, they're like, yo, you are taking a dumb decision. Yo, don't do it. Yo, why? If everybody questions you at the same time, but still you do it.
Yeah.
Because you love it and you believe in it.
Sure.
Right? So that one day it's gonna show. And the day when it's gonna happen, everybody gonna come back. Hey, super bro. I told you, that day I met you, I came to your show. Okay, bro. But at the same time, they pushed us at the same time too.
Yeah.
So we can, even if it was in a very different way, we got to take that.
Gotta take that.
Because otherwise, there's no fun in winning also, right? You just got to go. You got to experience everything.
Yeah. And like you said, like, a lot of those messages, some of them are your favorites now, because like, that's what's going to give you the motivation to keep at it. What's like, like, describe a show to me which is, like a dream show for you.
There's no dream show as such, because every show I do feels like a dream for me.
Sure.
Right? Every show, even if it's for 20 people, if it's for 30 people, every show feels dreamy. Because if I start thinking about me being, let me just think, I'm a 15-year-old kid who is learning magic on YouTube. So, I started learning magic when I was 7 years old. I had a couple of one teacher who taught me birthday party magic. Flowers coming out of everywhere, that colorful stuff. I've learned all of that. Me imagining myself on a stage, on any stage for that matter, is amazing. Right? But what would be the day I feel like, okay, this is it. This has stopped everything. It's the day I perform my show in Las Vegas.
Okay.
That is the place I want to be there at. I want to do a show on a stage in Las Vegas. Where I take, again, as I told, I'm like very rooted into culture and heritage. The day I take this there is when I'll be happy.
Sure.
That would be my dream.
How long do you think it's going to take you to get there?
You never know. Maybe it's going to take me 1 year. Maybe it's going to take me 30 years. You never know when you get the break. But I'm okay with it. Patience is the key. And again, I don't work towards going there. I just work because I love it. Let it take me anytime it wants to. That would be it, of course. That would be you need a validity. I mean, you need somebody needs to validate that, okay, that you've gone there. But for me, it's not that. It's like, whenever it happens, let it happen. I'm not going to expect anything. But if that happens, super cool. But you never know when you're going to get that break. You never know. You just got to keep at it. That's it. You just got to keep doing it without expecting anything, is what I feel.
What's the hardest thing you're facing right now?
Right now?
In this whole process, like, what's the hardest thing?
Hardest thing is me still trying to understand what people really want. Right? Some things which has worked, I don't want to do that. I want to bring in something new. Something which shows what I am as a magician, I am as a performer. For me to figure that out, it's taking time. To figure that out, you just got to keep being with people, go around with people, perform for people, understand their thought process. That's why I'm telling, Maya Jatre is going to change a little bit. But I'm still taking time because I'm still researching. That is the hardest part right now in my journey as an artist when it comes to bringing something out there. The other hard part is sleep, bro. I'm unable to sleep early, wake up early. That is the hardest part. I'm trying to fix my routine from a long time. Somehow, because see, I work at night. No calls, no messages, nothing. It's just me and my practice. But also at the same time, because of my very bad routine, I became physically weak as well. So I got to be physically fit, healthy, mentally strong to go back on stage. So right now I'm focusing on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take things slow. I'm gonna take things one by one. But before that, let me physically, become healthy again. Because mentally, I became upset. That intern, made me sick, like physically weak at the same time. I used to sleep late. I used to wake up randomly. I used to get panic attacks. I used to get anxiety attacks. A lot of things. I used to get nightmares. I used to wake up. I never used to eat properly. Again, it's like one loop. It's a loop. But now I'm out of it a little bit. Now I'm getting back to the routine. It's difficult, but yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I hope things are better for you. I think, what can I say? I don't think you'll change unless you see that dark side. I feel like you need to.
You need that.
Yeah,
You need that 100%.
It shakes you up.
Yes.
It shakes you up to an extent where you realize, oh shit, like I don't have this in my control anymore. My hands
That
are
is
not on the
exactly
handle
what
anymore.
happened
Yeah.
in one of my show in my Jatre. I am on stage. Everything went. I'm like, I get an issue from the auditorium side. I get an issue from the prop manager side. I'm getting an issue from the management side. I'm with my makeup. I'm with my full costume. I'm supposed to go out on stage and perform. And there are things which I can't do anything about.
Yeah.
And that is the exact moment which comes in my dreams all the time. That is what gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Where everything has
Don't
gone
have
out
things
of
in your
control. How can one person who is ready on stage, who is going to perform now, and he's hearing all of this, and I'm see the whole show face it's me,
Yeah.
and everything's gonna go. I'm like
Depending on you.
depending on me. That pressure, that thing, that is something which is still around. I can go back to that moment. For example, so on stage, I appear. Okay, like there's nobody there. I just appear on stage, and of course, basic magic everybody knows. I'm hiding somewhere, right? Again, I'm not revealing anything, but everybody knows. But what people enjoy is the way I appear. And I'm just hearing it. I'm just hiding in one place. I have nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything's out of control. And I lost it. And then I was like, you know what?
Fuck it.
I'll go there. Whatever I have in my control, I'll give my best.
Yeah.
I did that.
So this is a nice thing that I've brought up, which I want to talk about, right? So let's talk about control a bit. Control and anxiety.
Yeah.
So one side, we feel we want to be in control, but here's the problem with that loop. When you start with the thought that I want to be in control, then you start to put in efforts in a lot of things to start getting things in your control. But the reality is things are not in your control, so things start slipping away. Then you start getting anxious, and then you're suddenly thrown into this empty space where you're like, nothing is in my control. But on the other side, there is this thought that the best way to be aligned is by letting go.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a very confusing thing that it's hard to learn, but at least what I have realized about this whole thing is there are things that you have in your control and there are things you don't.
Yeah.
I think it's very important we understand what is what.
Yes.
Because that's the only way you'll get better with the anxiety. You'll understand what is really in your control, what is really in your not in your control. Because beyond a certain point, you just gotta go with it, man. You can't do anything about it.
It's nothing. So
You are sitting in the passenger seat.
yeah, you are exactly. So there's this one quote I read. So it says, "Is there something you can do about it?" So if there's a situation, is there something you can do about it? Yes. Then why worry about it? Is there something you can do about it? No. Then why worry about it?
Then why worry about it? Yeah.
Right. So this something which you just got to keep thinking in any situation.
Yeah.
So you just got to let go of certain things, and what you have in control, just utilize that to the max.
Yeah. And I'll also say this. This is one more thing that it has helped me with my anxiety and with dealing with like uncertainty. So most of the times I feel like our anxiety comes from not being in the place where we want to be. Okay.
100%.
This is where it's coming from.
It's where we set our expectations or something.
You're saying we're here, this is where we want to be,
Yeah.
and this distance is making us anxious, scared that we are not good enough,
Yeah.
we are not going to make it, whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the fucking deal. Let's say you make it. Whatever this thing that's
Yeah.
giving you this anxiety about, right? I want to do a great show.
Yeah.
I want to launch a great movie.
Yeah.
I want to interview like the best
Yeah.
sportsman of all time.
Yeah.
Whatever our goals are, which gives us anxiety in short and
Yeah.
this. The reality is, even when you get these great things, it's not as you think it is. It's not perfect, because the part that you are thinking about does not involve the other uncertainties around it.
Agreed.
So for example, you want to sell 5,000 people,
Yeah.
but reality is, what would have taken from you to put up a show for 5,000 people is your health.
Yeah.
So the day after your show, you might be in the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So the thing is, even the things that make us feel anxious, it's not like you're going to get there and everything's rosy, man. So best thing to do here, now,
Yeah.
whatever there is,
Yeah.
great. I think we are good with it.
Yes, 100%.
Because there's no real better position than this. At least here, you know what you have, what you don't have.
Yeah.
You don't know about this great situation that you're dreaming about to be in, saying, I'm going to have more control then. Bro, there is no more control. There is no more
All you have
control.
control is on yourself. That's it.
Yeah. So,
Until one point of time. And then after that, you just.
because bro, I'm tired. I'm telling you, I'm like so tired of trying to keep things in control. Like even today, restarting this whole thing fucking took so much.
I know, because I've stopped doing a lot of things and I'm unable to start it off. I'm like, just something or the other, right?
Yeah, something or the other. So now I'm just like, you know what? Even if I do my best, I don't know how it's really going to turn out. So might as well sit here. Now I'm sitting with you.
Yeah.
Fucking enjoy this conversation. That's it. That's all I have.
Present.
Yeah, that's all I really have. Anyway, on that note, what was something you really enjoyed about putting up this show?
The experience. So I learned a lot. If I wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have learned it.
Yeah.
So there are certain things, only when you do it, you understand it. You just can't, go to somebody who's done it. So they might tell you, do this, do that. But every time there's a new challenge coming in, every time there's a new thing coming in. So I put it out there. People enjoyed it. Certain people, which I didn't expect things to happen, that happened. Like a lot of people connected to it. I got calls from a lot of places. They're like, huh?
To perform.
Not just to perform. Even about, I had a lot of 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds call up. They're like, reach out to me. They're like, ನನಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಿಗೆ ಜಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಂಗೆ ನೆನ್ಪು ಬಂತು, ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು ಗೊತ್ತಾ. So I didn't expect all of those statements. I had somebody sit there and cry remembering their times in jatre.
Sure.
So certain things which I didn't expect came to me.
Yep.
And some big names commented well on it.
Wow.
Some big names were shocked that I did that for the first time.
Sure.
So certain things which I didn't expect, came to me, and I was really happy about it. But some things which I expected and it didn't happen, I was sad about it. But then the only thing which changed my mindset was, there were things which I didn't expect and that came to me. And I'm happy about it. And I learned a lot from that experience. So you just got to learn and just got to go forward. That's it. Because you can't stay stuck.
Your parents were there at the show?
Yes,
What did
all
they
the
say?
show. Like from my rehearsals to the end of the show until I packed my lorries of my properties, till then they were there. They were happy. The first day they were a little. So the premiere show didn't go as well as I expected. The premiere show. Okay. That was the day I had to do the best because there were big names. There were really big names who were watching the show. I was so sad because that day I had 108 fever while I was on stage. I think in between the show, yeah, ORS, yeah. So I didn't eat anything. I was living on ORS that day. Okay. And in between the show, there is one act where I go off stage after a dance.
I went and had ORS.
No, I fainted.
Oh, shit.
In between the show, I fainted backstage. But I got back and I came back, I performed. Because I had something in my control. And sometimes the adrenaline just pushes you to do it off.
It does.
I did that. And a lot of big people I was very worried about, they came to me and they got to know what happened. They appreciated that even more. I was like, okay, calm down, Sathwik. It's okay. It's okay. And the next day we sorted it out. The whole night, the entire crew was at the auditorium. We were supposed to leave. The whole night, my crew was at the auditorium. They sent me home. They're like, okay, I think I left at around 4 a.m. or something. I went home from Konan Kunte to Yeshwantpur. I slept for 3 hours. I came back to the auditorium. And my crew, everybody were there. Everybody were ready for the next day. We sorted a lot of things out and the show came out really well. So I was like, cool, let's do it. But yeah.
What's your best trick,
What's my best trick?
you think? What's your favorite trick? Let me put it like that.
My favorite trick
What do you enjoy?
I enjoy doing. I love card tricks. Okay,
love
that's
card
what's started me to get into magic a lot more, right? Because I couldn't go to so I was an introvert. Okay, school, college, but I knew magic. Magic was a way to break ice. I could go connect to somebody through magic. Okay. So I had learned one simple trick in a card pack. So it's basically you pick a card and I just tell you what that card is. The most basic trick. That is my favorite trick because that was the trick that changed a lot of things in me. Because I started meeting people, I started talking to people, I started learning more magic, I started performing shows. Everybody I connected like, hey, there's this show. Do you want to go to that show? Do you want to perform there? So I started getting connected. So that one simple trick, now we are having a conversation. If I didn't do that simple trick, I don't think we would be having this conversation.
100%, yeah.
So even that smallest thing will, it's like a butterfly effect, right? You flap and, there's a tornado somewhere else. So that is my favorite trick. It's not the most craziest visual. It's not flying in air. It's not going underwater for a day. It's nothing like that. It's a simple trick, but that is my favorite because that changed everything.
Nice. I wanted to also call out the shows that you do at government schools.
Yeah.
I think very sweet, man. Like looking at these kids' reactions. Oof. And yeah, I think you won't get these reactions
Anywhere else.
That
is genuine.
Yeah.
That is so genuine and it's so positive, that energy in government schools. It's because every time I go there and I perform, I've performed in crazy stages. I'll be very honest. I'm not boasting or anything. I've done on stages. I've met people through magic, which I could never imagine if I went 10 years back in time, or 8 years, or 6 years back, or let me say 4 years. I would never imagine the opportunities I've got through magic. But the first time I performed for an orphanage was when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
So I went to an orphanage, I performed, and I felt really good about it. Then I continued that tradition from back then. So my parents are too much into public service.
Okay.
So they do a lot. They have like trusts and NGOs and all that stuff they work with. So it was always there. My dad was always pushing the thought of more than you take, you have to give, and give without expecting, right? So magic was something I could give, right? Magic was something I could give. And I started giving that, and I never expected anything out of it. But you know what? I didn't expect anything, but I got a lot from that. It was the content feeling of performing to those kids, right?
Yeah.
They have never seen magic, or they have never felt magic. It was always, because they don't come up in amazing societies. They don't have access to even birthday parties where there's a magician, because they don't have access to basic cake for their birthdays, right?
Yeah.
And when we give that the love they give back, it makes me happy that I'm a magician, because this is the only art form where I'm literally doing magic and creating magic, right? That you can literally say, "Hey, her music was magical, her dance was magical. Yo, this is magic what I'm doing." And what is the best way to perform for them, come back? And I've got messages from them, ಅಣ್ಣ ನಾನು ಮೆಜಿಷಿಯನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಆಸೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. Usually they're like, IPS ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ. You go to them, the professions. So before I start a show, I ask everybody, ಏನೇನು ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? One person will say, I want to become police officer. One person, ನಾನು ಫ್ಲೈಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೈಲಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ. Because this is the mainstream professions they know about, right? And then after the show they come to me like, ಅಣ್ಣ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಮೆಜಿಷಿಯನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನಾನು ಮೆಜಿಷಿಯನ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರೋ ನಾನು ಕಲಿತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್. And it doesn't come out from any other place. I don't perform for kids usually. I'll be very honest, I hate kids. They're brats, okay? And it's because in the places I've performed in before, I'm not talking about government schools or orphanages or places like this. Before I started my career, like not a full-time career, a career in magic, I can call it a career. It is a career.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a full-time profession, it is a career.
Shouldn't be doubting it after so long.
Yeah. Artists. I started, you have to get into the shows by doing birthday parties.
Yeah.
That's your way to start your career.
Right way to learn.
I've had very funny experiences, and I've also had worst experiences.
Yeah.
I'm performing magic, there are kids running around, and their parents are not really caring about the kids. The kids coming on stage playing around with my props, and parents are happy. Oh namaga, oh my son has gone on stage, wow. I'm like, dude, I'm performing here. You need to tell that guy to come sit there and watch the show and enjoy. There's no decency. And there was a show, okay, I'm doing this trick called the Houdini escape, where they tie me up. So I asked the kids to tie me up everywhere. They cover me and then I escape. I'm tied up. That kid comes to me. He slaps me and you're like, oh, you're tied. You can't do anything. I'm like, what?
So
He literally, he didn't slap hard.
No, I get
But
it.
it is, as a performer, as an artist, the way you feel.
Bro.
It's funny. You think about it. But me being there, it was so bad.
It's very embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. And the parents are like proud of that feeling. Oh, my son is so confident.
And this
That's
is everywhere, bro.
See, I am a escape, and I just escaped in a second. I'm like, I'm not doing the show. I'm sorry. I'm closing. I'm stopping right now. The parents, they're like, oh, sorry. No, we didn't expect that. I'm like, no, you laughed about it. I'm done. And where I performed this show? This was in one of the elitist areas in Bangalore. And this show, the kids are from international schools.
Yeah, that's where
There were Japanese kids, there were European kids, there were Indian kids. And which kid slapped me? Take a guess. Let's not be racist. But it was 3 kids who were mixed. 3 kids were the ones from Russia, from Japan, from India. All 3 kids are brats. They came to me, they're playing, they're tickling me. I'm like, dude, that's when I was like, okay, I think I'm done. And that's when I decided I'm not gonna do birthday parties anymore.
Yeah, it's
whatever it is, because that was not the final, not like the 100 show. I think I've done a lot of birthday parties, but every show I go to, I have some worst experience with the kid.
bro, it's very sad.
It's sad.
You
There's
should
no,
stop doing it.
yeah. Then I'm like, I can't change them. I'll change myself. I'll move on.
Yeah.
I'll start doing, other shows. So I'll figure out a way to do other shows. That's when I started reaching out to small cafes, started reaching out to pubs. I'm like, hey, I'm a magician. I'll perform for you guys? Because I want to start getting an older crowd there.
Yeah.
And from there, I can network to people who will give me other shows for that age group. That's when I started doing all of that. And then I'm like, okay, bye kids. But still, I love kids in government schools, orphanages, and, places like these.
Where there's respect.
Where there's respect.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, there's yet another magician in a birthday party. I'm like, but that was not yet another magician. You need to see them as a human. I know you're paying for them, but doesn't mean you can just do anything.
Yeah. No, and I think the art form doesn't get understood. No, they don't know what it takes. That's the other thing. They think it's just juggling balls. This is the problem.
Give them the 3 balls. Can they juggle? No, they can't, because juggling 3 balls also takes 1 month of practice. If you practice it properly. They think it's juggling balls, but give them those balls. They won't have balls to do it also. They're like, bro, it's so annoying. But again, I can't blame them at all.
You can't do anything.
You can't do anything. You just got to accept it.
Yeah.
Because one person can't change anything.
It's difficult.
Yeah, you just got to accept and just figure out your own thing and go on. That's it.
I had this one lady, I was at a New Year's event as the MC for this event. I used to do a lot of MCing, all of that. But I think I enjoyed more corporate events, but at the start you got to do what you got to do. Right? So I was doing the birthday parties and mall events and everything else. And the New Year events used to pay a lot. So I'd start taking up apartment events where the apartment crowd gathers to do it and all that.
I've done shows, New Year apartment gigs, yes.
Pays well. So I'm on stage there and mid show this lady comes up to me and she's like, "Kuch couple jaisa karo na." Just imagine, bro, I'm in the middle of the show, I'm introducing like the next act, whatever. She's like, "Kuch couple jaisa karo na." What does that even mean, dude? What do you really mean? And I think this was, that was the last.
There's always that one, you can fill this water till here, but once it opens up, it's done, it's over.
Then I decided, why the fuck am I doing this? For what? Let me move on to mature audiences. Let me do what I really need to do. So I completely get where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's sad. But yeah, again, you can't do anything about it.
Nice, Sathwik. I mean, thanks for doing this.
100%. After a long time, yeah.
I enjoyed speaking with you, and more than anything, I think for us it's an opportunity to meet you, and this would be the beginning of knowing you more and more going forward. I feel like you're a very honest guy.
No, I'm a big deal, okay? You can't just say something like that. No, I'm very honest. See, me usually as a person, I'm pretty silent, okay? But if they talk, I'm approachable, guys. Please don't think I'm not. I'm just playing around. I'm easily approachable. You can just come and talk to me, because a lot of times it does happen. I'm on the streets, I walk around. They think, oh, should I talk to him? Should I not? So recently...
So you are a big deal.
Yeah, I did tell that I am a big deal, guys. No, so I'm like, no, sometimes when they look at me, I only go up to them. I'm like, yes, that's me. Yeah, you can talk to me. So yeah, I am not unapproachable or anything. I'm always there. Anytime you guys want to talk, I'm always there up, anything. And also with this podcast, I also want to tell, I know I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people following you.
Okay.
And there will be people from, NGOs, a lot of places, hospitals or, who run orphanages. You give a shout out, or I'll also tell, you can reach out to me. I will always do free shows for you guys. If you guys want to do a show where you want to raise money or awareness, anything, I'm always up for it.
Sure.
I'm just one DM away. And if I miss your DM, you can always reach out to Adarsh. He will call me up.
I will. Yeah. Very sweet of you, man. I don't think I would have the patience to do that. Yeah. But you are Yeah, you seem to be an extra sweet person to be doing this, because to just put it out there that I'm here to do shows like that, I mean, speaks a lot about who you are. So kudos to that.
Thank you.
And I think these are the things that will take you a long way more than anything else. Anything else you have left? You want to say anything else on this podcast? You want to say something to your folks? I mean,
We've covered almost my last 6 months here, so which not a lot of people know about. So this is where I'm actually coming out with a lot of things.
I'm glad.
So before that, it was all different.
Hmm.
The last 6 months has changed me in a lot of ways, and I'm pretty sure through this conversation, a lot of people who need to understand might have understood.
Okay.
So
Okay. I'm glad.
more like, yeah, and maybe somewhere somebody wanted to hear certain things. I hope it's changed and it's worked, and maybe I've added a little good magic here too, and without doing any magic today. This is the first interview I've not performed magic, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, I think every time I sit with an artist, people like my friends or family usually tell me, okay, you should ask that person to sing, do them whatever related to art form, like, and then at the end of the thing, people always ask me, you didn't ask him to do this or do that. I said that they do anyway. Like,
Yeah, that we do
I'm here to talk to them. I'm not here to get them to perform. There are other places where you can go and perform. You don't need to.
You can see us everywhere.
You don't need to
Yeah.
really perform. Nitin, you had a question.
No, if there's the time, there are like 3 questions that I want you to ask.
Okay. So we have
That's for the
Audience,
some audience
questions. We just received certain questions.
We can't show you right now, but we have like a whole bunch of people.
Not just people. We have a lot of letters coming in.
Letters coming
Pigeons.
in.
Yeah, see.
So Nitin is here, new to the team. So he has 2 questions. One is, what role does humor play? And your outfit and your dress sense, inspiration. Yeah.
Cool. So humor does play a lot of role. See, comedy is something which connects to a lot of people.
Yeah.
See, I'm not just saying comedy. Any emotion, happiness, sadness, anger, all these basic, emotions connect to people. And comedy is pretty strong. And if you're relatable, and it is even more better. So when we do comedy, it's not forced comedy, because I'm a magician and not a stand-up comedian. I'm a magician, but I love adding humor into our shows because it lightens up the moment, and people feel a little free. And because the way I perform, if you see my character when it comes to Maya Jatre, it is like it's like pretty Jadugar kind of a look. It's very intimidating. And people, when they see us like that, it feels magical. But at the same time, I want them to calm down a little bit, that I'm normal too. That's when I add a little humor as well. So just to, ease up the scenario, we add comedy. And I used to do stand-up comedy magic shows. Stand-up magic. So it was filled with comedy and magic at one point of time too. So it was just me on stage with one mic and just a couple of props. So that used to be full of comedy. But I love comedy myself.
Sure.
So I enjoy a lot of comedy. So sometimes I try it out too. It might work, it might not work, but we know how to make things work somehow.
Sure.
So humor does add a lot of, a weight to what we do. It's not just magic. You can go to music, you can go to you need to experiment with a lot of things.
Okay.
Because in my show I have magic, I have music, I have live dance, I have live theater, everything, right? So it's you need to balance it out so that magic being the main thing, but there's things to there's some toppings to it. Yeah. But when it comes to my look, so I used to be a dancer.
Explains.
I have done 2 years. Okay. Now it's not going to explain what I'm going to tell next. Bharatnatyam dancer.
Okay.
I have done 2.5 years of Bharatnatyam. Yes, I know Pataka, Tripataka, everybody. Yes, calm down. You don't have to ask that in the comments. But yeah, but when I was young, I used to do Bharatnatyam. And it's a funny story how I got into Bharatnatyam. So this is in school. Okay. In our school arts, Bharatnatyam, there was Indian contemporary and Bharatnatyam. So we have got a circular, okay, to send home, my parents need to sign and tell which dance form he needs to get into. My mom, by mistake, instead of cancelling Bharatnatyam, she's underlined Bharatnatyam. So in school, they put me to Bharatnatyam. I'm trying to tell, no, she wanted to cancel Bharatnatyam. I want to get into contemporary. But they didn't change their mind. They're like, no, Bharatnatyam. I got into it. I actually liked it. So the grace it had, the storytelling it had, it was beautiful. But after that, I wanted to get into dance again. So if I was not a magician, if I would never dream about being a magician, I was dreaming about being a dancer. So I got into another hip hop dance classes near my school. No, near my home. So I was dancing. I used to do hip hop. I used to do b-boying and all that stuff. But mainly, I became really good at imitating Michael Jackson. I've done a lot of shows.
Okay.
I'm just this tall and I'm doing Michael Jackson moves with the dancers in the back.
Photos and videos of this?
No, I don't have it. It was all in 2013, 12, 11.
And it was all like not even VGA cameras.
Yeah. So I used to go to these corporate shows. I used to do shows in all these places. Like all my teachers used to dance in the background. I used to do an act with Michael Jackson and all that. So because I was a dancer, I was doing hip hop, hence the snapback. But I'm also too heritage centric. I'm from Malleshwaram, hence the kurta. So if you see me, you'd either see me in kurtas all the time or you'll see me in hoodies all the time. It's either with full sneakers, sunglasses, or I'm like this in between.
Sure.
So I'm that too, I'm this too. So as Mayavi is anything and everything. Not Sathwik. The character Mayavi. He can be anything, he can be everything on whatever you want him to be as well. So that's how he is. So maybe that brings the mixture of everything. So yeah, I me being a magician, I connect with a lot of people. I meet a lot of people and I need to connect with everybody, right? And this allows me to connect to everybody. And I feel comfortable being how I am right now.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you're comfortable in your own scene. Audience, I hope that
Yes.
Jumping out of Bharatanatyam to hip hop that was a
Yeah, Bharatnatyam to hip hop, yeah.
nice. So that's Sathwik Gupta for y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. If y'all have any questions, always let us know. And Sathwik, I hope you do come back here.
Yes.
I would say whenever you're planning this show, the day after you finish your show, you should land up here.
I think because about the show, I never spoke about the show, what happened after that.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm talking about it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywhere.
Okay.
So I think I should do that again.
So can we make it a deal
Yes, it's a deal.
that after his next show, this mega show that you're planning, you finish it and the next
Blood
day
deal? Do you have like a knife or something?
much.
No, blood deal, yeah.
Yeah, we can shake hands on the camera.
We'll
There
do
you
it.
go. The handshake is as good as a deal.
Yeah.
So there you go. We'll see you then. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
This is episode number 138 of the OAPN podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.